my name is Kevin Warner, and I built a Star Destroyer bridge. And this one here, I decided to do the bridge for the Super Star Destroyer Executor, and I have Admiral Piet diving into the command pit just as the A-Wing is about to crash in. I spent a lot of time working on this, trying to keep stuff smooth and getting the curves, particularly on the front end of the command centers, and then putting all the consoles in there. Using a lot of trans tiles so I could put a string of LED lights behind so you could see the screens on the consoles kind of light up and stuff. The thing that I found interesting when working on this, as best as I know, on the set for the movie, there was no way for the Star Destroyer crew to get down inside the pits. So I have created a little walkway, stair steps that go down, and then theoretically there's a tunnel beneath the main command walkway, because it just seemed like something that needed an explanation. But as best I could tell, the actors probably had to hop down and climb out of those pits.
Yeah, a little, imagination there never hurt to figure some things out.
Yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things I wanted to have it make a little bit of sense. And I was watching Empire and Return of the Jedi like over and over, and there's also some number of discrepancies between the movies, but it's just fun kind of looking through and trying to figure out all that stuff.
And so then you've got a bunch of the consoles, control panels and everything there. Is that all regular Lego parts, or is any of that custom printed or anything like that?
It is all regular Lego parts or Lego stickers. Some of the stickers have been cut. Okay. I particularly was using some stickers from Maz Kanata's castle and a few other things. I also, some of the parts I used to achieve the curve are 8 studs long, and they're on their side. And I just needed a thin sliver of it in dark gray, so some of that is covered in sticker to keep the border going all the way around with the curve.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So talk a little bit more about that curve and kind of the technique and the parts you use to achieve that there, because it looks very nice and it really flows nicely in the whole front of the build.
Yeah, so the main key piece of that there is 8 long, 6 wide, 1 brick tall slope. That's used a lot of time in roof pieces, and I've got it on its side, and I'll just kind of gradually build out from that, put another slope, build out from that, put another slope, and then there's hooks on the outside, and then it's all clipped in using the flex tubing that's connected at both other ends, and then each individual section to help kind of keep it in that shape.
And it works very well. You've got a lot of gray here, so are any of these parts things that were hard to find in gray, or just a lot of nice greebling and stuff you had on hand? Do you like working with kind of one large color palette like that?
It was definitely unique. Like I usually have a little bit more color variation in this here than I do in this one here. Most of it wasn't too hard to come across all the pieces in. There was a few slope pieces that I had to get quite a few of that I used for the angled support beams for the windshield, and had to get one of those on each end and slide those in. So it was kind of hard to find. I don't know, there's like 40 of those in that build, and they're not super common in that color at this point. But other than that, pretty much everything was fairly easy. There is also a interior roof and an exterior ceiling section. That's not on it at this point because then you can't see any of the inside, but it gives you some cool details and stuff.
For sure. Well, excellent work. I think it's a great Star Wars build. It's also something different. You don't typically just see like the command center like this, so I think it's a cool, different take on a nice Star Wars build here. So thank you so much for bringing it to the show.
Alrighty, thank you.